Lizzie.
Of course it's a photo.
Of course it's a photo. It's always a photo first. All right, so Lizzie, what are we doing today?
Today we're doing a Q&A, and we're going to clean.
Yeah,
We're gonna
cleaning.
get things organized.
Oh, goodbye. You know, I was even thinking we might pull up this dirty bit of carpet here on this bench.
Yes! I'm assuming we don't want this grommet from the tarp.
No, that can be trash. This is paint stuff. I'm gonna try and tell you like what it is too. Plumbing slash, let's put that in.
Toolbox?
Let's put it in engine for now. What the
Do we
heck?
have an engine yet?
Well, at least it didn't go down in the build. Plumbing? Sure. O'Reilly's. Only the best for this boat. That is not a paid advertisement, by the way. I just like O'Reilly's.
But if they want to advertise,
Yeah. Yeah, O'Reilly's, if you want to advertise, you just let us know. I'm willing to cut deals. Tacoma Boys. Very good for your groceries. And let's say paint supplies. I think paint supplies.
paint supplies?
Paint supplies. Paint supplies. Oh no. Wherever you want. This guy. I don't know what he's supposed to go to yet. Let's figure that one out one of these days. That wasn't you?
No.
Oh. Who did it? It wasn't me. Ghosts. Oh, this is going in PPE right here. I kind of want to get some of those. Come on. It's the stern light, actually. There's no stern light on this boat, so we need to install one.
Yes.
All right, so we have before with the carpet on there. And then we have carpet removed. All right, so this is a little battery capacity voltage. It's a battery charge indicator. It's also got a little temperature sensor on it, which is fun. So it'll tell us the temperature in here, in theory. Oh, there we go. Oh, it says it's 77% charged. Look at that.
126 volt.
Hit the little, oh, somebody's calling us.
Me.
Hit the little triangle button there and see if it gives us a temperature. 59 degrees in here.
There is no way. It feels so much hotter.
Yeah, it does. Oh, this stuff smells funny.
It smells like eucalyptus, right?
Yeah.
Or tea tree or something. I don't remember what it smells like. That's okay. It'll work in.
Spread it out a little bit. We're also going to set this over here next to this thing, so maybe it warms up a little bit.
Okay.
That stuff is thick. You know, I gotta say thank you to whoever did this,
Because.
because they didn't glue that carpet down.
Yeah.
Lizzie,
Yes.
quit looking at it like it's gonna attack you.
I hate this.
All right, what's the first question?
How soon will you be living on the boat?
Well, okay. To live on the boat, gotta meet some requirements. And also don't have to meet some requirements. If I want to stay in a marina, it's gonna be a long time. Right now though, my plan is to probably live on the boat during the summer and then keep it in a marina in the winter and find another living situation during that time. and live on the boat part-time, off the boat part-time. But again, that's still probably months off because there's still a lot of repairs to do on the boat.
All right. And then what is the furthest place you plan to travel with it once it's all ready to go?
So for this boat, probably won't be farther than the San Juans or maybe like up into Canada a little bit. The farthest I see myself going is maybe down to California or Alaska. The reason I say that is because it is not a very big boat. So I think that equipping it for a longer voyage would be really difficult. That said, people have done transatlantic crossings in boats much smaller than this one. So I would say, you know, it's possible to do a longer voyage, but right now the farthest I plan on going is probably to Alaska.
Okay. Remind us of all of the details, length, width, you know, all those things that I keep asking, what is this, what is that?
So it is 35 feet overall. So that's tip of the stem to tip of the stern, 35 feet. It has an 8.5 foot beam, which means at its widest point, it's 8.5 feet across. And then the draft, which is how deep the boat is when it's in water, we don't really know. I don't know that we've ever measured it. I think it's about 5 or 6 feet.
And what kind of boat is it?
Oh, it is a sloop. It is a steel-hulled sloop with a Marconi mainsail, but possibly originally had a gaff sail. Especially with the age, that would have been kind of the sail that would have been prevalent at the time.
And it's from 1947 and built by the Navy as a trading vessel, right?
We don't know that for sure, but
I want to find out.
we need to find out, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is definitely on the list of projects. First project, though, is getting it seaworthy again.
So when will it be seaworthy, do you think? And
So,
when will you take its maiden voyage?
oh yeah, when will it be seaworthy? When will it take a maiden voyage? So I think that it's funny because there's always a like running joke with doing repairs on boats that your date is always, or like the length of time to fix it is always the same no matter what point of the project you're in. And so what I'm going to say is the end of the month. It's going to be ready by the end of the month.
So come back January 1st and...
We'll do this again and we'll see where we're at.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Have the holes in the hull been fixed?
They have not. That's a pretty simple one. They have not been fixed. The boat was in the yard in a position where it could not be welded on due to just power and everything else. So it has now been moved, and we are going to probably get on that sometime this month, which, you know, tracks with the end of the month for when it's going to be ready to sail.
Sweet. My parents wanted to know how will you heat the boat and how will you cook once you're living on the boat?
Well, let's go ahead and go over here. This guy, we're going to call this the House Heater Stove 5000. It is going to be how I cook on the boat.
It's a little tiny Neptune. We need
Yep.
a tour of the Neptune.
A tour of the Neptune. Okay.
It says
It's a 1A.
Washington Stove. No. What does that say? Yeah, Washington Stove Works,
Yeah.
Everett, Washington.
Yeah. So we've got the firebox right here. It's got candles in it right now.
And it's
important.
about how big?
Oh, this whole thing?
No, the firebox.
Oh, it's like 4 or 5 inches
Show us
wide.
the piece of wood that goes into it.
And it's about 8.5 inches deep. It's got little wood. There you go. It goes in it. Yeah.
About yay big. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Little tiny.
Yep. It just pops in there. It just flames up. There's a cover that goes on here, but we are in the process of cleaning all that up. Yeah, we'll have to take and sand all this down and oil that too at some point. And then it's got a little firebox, and then it's got a little ash box down there, which it should be, yeah, fairly
Too
clean.
much.
Yeah. And then we've got our oven, which has no racks right now. So if you know anybody who has racks for this thing,
We need to measure that too.
yeah.
And then it's supposed to have the little,
Yeah, it's supposed to have a little rail around it to keep the pan on.
yeah, so
Yep.
you can cook on top of there with your
Yeah.
nifty little.
Well, this is the
Electric
warming. This is the warming side. That's the cooking
Oh,
side.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And then this fabulous little lamp also heats the cabin
Very well.
amazingly well. So,
Uh,
not that you can see it, but there's also a sink there that needs to be finished plumbing and empty before
yeah.
anything else happens. So,
Yeah.
Heating
Yeah.
and
we're
cooking?
gonna- that's another part of the projects is that we need to replace the through-hole valves on that because they are also wrong.
yes.
We've been working on the scuppers a lot. They are almost done. They are all dry fitted, but I need to take them all apart now and actually put pipe joint compound on all of them and make sure that they've all got clamps. I almost said straps, but that wasn't the right thing. They've all got clamps and everything on them. So that's the next step.
All right. And then the most important question, does it have a torpedo launcher?
It does not have a torpedo launcher, Gary.
For shame.
I would say that is probably against some sort of international maritime regulation, but I'll look into it. We'll see where we're at. Yeah. Apparently it did have a rifle on it at one point though, but that was not here when
Hello,
we
bee.
got the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a wasp flying around. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, he left now.
Well, you did a fabulous job cleaning and tidying today.
Oh yeah.
It is nice and tidy.
Look at how well organized all that is right there. Oh, it's so good. Lizzie,
Yes, Corey.
what's your favorite part of the boat?
The stove.
The stove. Okay.
But I also like cleaning it. It's fun.
Yeah, I know you love cleaning it. I think
That's
it's because
great for paint.
I think it's because of all the wood.
Yes.
I like the wood
do like all the
cleaner
wood.
smells.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean
I
that's
still
why you
think
have the wood cleaners
Yeah.
because they smell good.
I think my favorite part's still that lamp,
Yeah.
which didn't actually come with the boat. Get him going there. Gotta take and let him get burning a little bit before throwing this back on, or else it'll go out.